Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's update. And as we can see, price is still around this range point of control area. We had another attempt at that overnight. Once again, all the nice price action happening whilst we're asleep. But yeah, we wake up and hope that there are some more trades that we can take through the day. So just going in a little bit onto this because nothing's really changed on the macro. We had that initial move up from I guess the Elon talk pump thing, but realistically just the short squeeze that came straight into our range point of control. And we've just had that swing failure pattern of that this morning. So we came up, took out the highs, and as well hit this daily level that hadn't been tapped previously. So there was still a little bit more liquidity above to take, took out those highs, and now we're seeing a move down. Now, on this, we're currently just settling at this daily open and the range value area low, so there is confluence there. We could end up just basically just putting in a range here, and if we do, I think this is looking pretty good to actually get a break over the weekend of this point of control and then start to look higher at higher prices again. But if not, I think if we do lose this 32 to 40 area, we're more than likely looking back down at least to kind of 31,500. I think we probably take out the stops that are here, here, and here. And ideally for me, I'd like to see it come into this green box territory to look for longs again. That just kind of brings us into this area of single prints. If we can start to take some liquidity down here and get a bounce, then I'd be looking for longs again off of that. So yeah, it's really quite straightforward again here. So two levels for me that I'm interested in would be, first of all, well, actually quite a lot of levels that I'd be interested in. I think it would be reasonable to take scalps off of any one of these, basically. You can just, yeah, let's draw this over to here. This being the main one. So this being the low that I'd like to see it take. But with each of these little lows here, you could probably take a couple of small scalp trades, take it back into your daily point of control, or wherever the resistance lines up from that. Let's pull a fib, see if we've got anything with this being the low. And so we do have confluence here again with the 0.5, so basically like the EQ of this range coming in around this same daily open range value area, low area. And if we do take these lows out, so if we just do come down, take out a few stops, I would expect to see that bounce because it's also the golden pocket. So yeah, it's trade this little range for the moment. And if we do see a deviation of this range, so with this being the low, range point of control obviously being the high, if we can get a little deviation of this range and start to come on down here, then you'd be looking at maybe a swing failure pattern of these lows up down here before getting a move back up. Yeah, so that's kind of my plan for this at the moment. I think if we get a bounce underway at the moment, then yeah, we'll see what happens with this little range above. So again, let's see if it can hold within this area. We can kind of split this up into this area, then we've got this area, and then we've got a deviation just below. So trade each of those as like one big range, kind of 2, 3 mini ranges, and you should do pretty good if you're trading those today. Anything else? We are below VWAP, so we did have that quick move above, got a nice trade off of VWAP, which caused the move up in to get our swing failure pattern, lost that. So at this stage now, yeah, we're holding above the daily open, that's okay, but it did just quickly take that out, and you could look now for a short position off of this to take that back down. So again, the VWAP giving some fairly decent trades so far today, and yeah, that could continue as well. We have our weekly VWAP coming in down here at 31,200. So if we do see a move down, I'd say the weekly VWAP will probably be like right at the top of this box by that point. And then if we move this onto the monthly, then yeah, There we go. That was some nice confluence, wasn't it, for the rejection that we got up there. So the monthly VWAP coming right in, tap that monthly VWAP, get that rejection. The confluence that was there was really, really good. So yeah, we have the daily level, the range point of control, and the monthly VWAP all coming in here. And with it being like towards the end of the month, that's always going to be a strong level. You're never going to get through that first time. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But that was, yeah, quite a nice, quite a nice trade. I wish I was awake for that this morning, but I wasn't. So hey, never mind. Cool. So yeah, that kind of is everything on a local kind of thing. We do have this. Let's zoom in a little bit. This does actually look like maybe a trend line break and a back test at this stage, or are we already back inside? Let's just draw that. Attempting to get back inside here. But you can see here you had 1, 2, 3, 4 touches break onto the daily open, and now yeah, we're back inside it. I would say at this point though, this VWAP will become resistance at least initially, and yeah, take it from there. Okay. Nothing much more to say on this chart. Have a look at our TPO. So you can see again here how we took out the highs on the TPO here. What else has happened on this? Really, it's there as soon as you start your day, a nice open drive out of the yesterday's value area. So we had this open that was close enough to the top to drive out of it, get the swing failure pattern back down. We are sat on this daily open. We would have support on the previous day point of control and previous day value area low as well. You would expect those to be two little levels of support, but once again, this is the main stuff. This is where my green box is, which is lining up with this set of single prints. Not too worried about this set of single prints here, because we did have single prints on the way down, form them again on the way back up. At this point, if we do go down this low, I think we're looking at lower prices. I don't think price should come back down here. I think that would be pretty bearish if it does. Like, here's the support, okay? Like this, yeah, this little area here is the important support that we've got to be holding right now. And it's back to that like 30,800, 31,600 kind of thing that we were talking about last week as well. So yeah, you can see the lows on the TPO. Very simple. And take a look at this. Little point of control left behind. So 32,125. Again, we're not very, there's low volatility at the moment. So yeah, that 32,125 area is that little point of control that got left behind. You would expect that just to quickly tap that. I do think we're going to come down throughout the day anyway. And again, this is giving quite nice support within this 31,260 kind of area as well. So if we're looking at the support there, you wouldn't really want to be dropping down into this. Then you start to look all the way down to the 20 to the 30k kind of area again, and we don't want to be seeing that. So we've got 31,260. Yeah, right inside this green box. So that everything kind of lining up for that little plan for today. So I guess if you want my plan, I'd expect a rejection off the VWAP, at least initially. See if we can test these highs again. I don't think that will happen at this stage. I think we're probably more likely to see a move down, especially with it being a Friday, and then we can start to look at maybe breaking through this range point of control over the weekend. So session VWAP to reject. Let's lose the daily open. You could take a short here, opportunity to compound if daily open is lost. And then at that point, I think it'll be quite a quick move down through stops, get that swing failure pattern, and then this leads us into the weekend for what I would think would be probably a range bound weekend, maybe leaning bullish. And yeah, and see if we can get that range point of control again later on. Yeah, maybe the weekend, maybe or on Monday. That's everything on Bitcoin. Again, I don't want to see it lose this green box. Otherwise, I think we do probably, yeah, things start to look pretty bearish again. At this point, if this is going to really squeeze, yeah, we can take out these stops and do that, but we don't want to give people an opportunity to get in lower again. Like if people have missed this move, the people that would be buying this on the way down here, like just to think about this like logically for a second, if anyone who's like in the money, like anyone who kind of knows what they're doing, would have been able to position themselves into a long for this move. What happens now is that maybe this has got people bullish, and if people start buying it and we start getting like a 61.8% retrace, we come into your golden pocket or things down here, that's not the kind of traders you want to get yourself another bounce higher. This will be, it just loads retail back onto long positions again, which we don't really want to give that opportunity for at this stage. It's got to be one of those where don't give people a chance to get back in, start driving this higher. And that's what we've seen so far, is this just continued drive higher. And it could still happen now. Like we could reclaim this session reroute quite quickly, just to be testing this daily open as support, and we could keep on moving. But that yeah, that's going off on a bit of a tangent there. ETH BTC through its high volume node, and through that monthly VWAP again. So ETH BTC doing something very similar to what Bitcoin's doing at the moment. We had that quick move up, rejection off of that monthly VWAP, and then it just carried on going. So I don't know, maybe that's a sign of things to come. Same thing again here as basically where we are on Bitcoin, is it came up, took this liquidity, so we wanted to see it take these highs. So it did take those highs, same as what Bitcoin's done, is taking a significant high out into the monthly VWAP, but now finding this as support. So again, we do have this bit of a range here, and it could just continue higher. It could still keep going. Like there's not really any change of market structure going on. Everything looks okay. If anything, like Ethereum looks like is in this nice parabolic move. And then if this gets broken and it starts to, at this point, change market structure, if it makes this lower high, takes out this, then yeah, you'd be looking for shorts and you'd take this down. But at the moment, yeah, like things are still driving upwards, which is pretty healthy. Litecoin LTC BTC pair resting at support here. So it formed kind of this triangle, breaking up, back testing that, and maybe we can see a little bit of a move up against Bitcoin again over the weekend on this. The monthly level being resistance here for Litecoin, so that's a big level this monthly. Again, if this can break through, and if we kind of have a range here, this bull flag thing that formed, take it into yeah, we're getting like really kind of noob TA here. Bull flag into an M top, and if we fall back into this range, we'd be looking at lower. But again, if things continue higher on Bitcoin and other things, then we could see this break. We've got that monthly VWAP, which has been working so well around where these high volume nodes are on Litecoin as well. Link I won't bother with. Dot has got that change of market structure now as well. So a lot of these alts yesterday, so we were looking at these yesterday in the trading room again, and nothing had got that change of like that big change of market structure. It was only Bitcoin and Ethereum that had that macro change of market structure. By basically, I mean taking out these highs. Go on to Link, taking out these highs, go on to Litecoin. Hasn't done it yet, but you see what I mean. Like now we've had this change, so overnight again here we have had this change, and things are resting on support. So yeah, like we're in an uptrend. It's quite nice to say like we are in an uptrend, but I don't think I'd just be surprised to see Bitcoin and the alts just continue this here. I think this resistance is huge at this stage, and I would be looking at a move down to then just refuel, let's go again. And these are the stops that will be taken in order to get that fuel higher. So you have liquidity, you have liquidity, you have liquidity here. Take out all those, get a bounce, attempt this again, I think it breaks. The problem that happens then is if it takes these out and then maybe rejects here, that point things are looking pretty bad. I think this has got to get quite a nice move up, and then we can look to, yeah, to trade this up higher. So cool. I think that goes over all of my plans for trading today. Is there anything else that I may have missed? Everyone's buying today, so that's good. Again, we'll see what happens with this. And the CVD. See, this is the thing. We do keep forming these little bits of divergence. We've not really had it today. But again, there is a chance here that this will start to form some bearish divergence. If you know what, it's not much. This is showing it a bit more clearly. So yeah, we do have bearish divergences on these highs up here. I think because again this move did happen overnight, and I think a lot of Europe and especially, well, definitely USA missed out on this. I think, yeah, maybe there's a bit of FOMO that kicks in again, and this is starting to show that things could come down a little bit. The fact that CVD is higher here than it was when we actually had the highs, and over here as well, like we're still going up. I think this does show that there could be, yeah, we could see a little retrace on this now. Overall though, in fact, let me just go back onto this. Open interest going up when price is going up and down when price is going down. So that does show that, see price going up, or well, price going up here, open interest increasing. It's pretty good. Price coming down, open interest starting to decrease. So it shows that there's not that much interest in, like, it's certainly not being aggressively forced down, but we know it's not being aggressively forced down. So, but that's fairly healthy. It does mean that I think if we do get a move, it's literally just to take liquidity, and then we can start to look at higher prices again. Cool. Nothing else from me. Let's just have a look at the 4 hour, because I'd imagine we've got some 4 hour. Here we go. So there's a couple of interesting levels here on the 4 hour chart. Again, let me just change this to 20 tick. Yeah, we don't want to be coming down this low again, but another level, this 31,570 area looks interesting as well. Sorry about that. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna call that a day there, and yeah, I will probably do a quick live stream tonight, and so yeah, I'll see everyone there, and I will see you in the chat and stuff. Again, if you're not already coming and if you're not already joined us, please do come and say hello. We've got a lovely little community here, really good traders, lots of good charts and things on Bitcoin, so we can kind of go into the Bitcoin channel. We can look at this. Johnny has got actually, see, I'm saying at this stage I wouldn't like a deep retrace like this, but I mean, when you see stuff like this, that's pretty cool. So if something like this played out, I'd probably be wrong on my idea, because I think if we come down this lower, this falls out. But I really like what Johnny's got here with this, yeah, with the harmonic there. A nice little channel playing out, but obviously we've taken those highs now, so that's no longer there. We've got some other cool stuff. Joe Pippin always has some really interesting charts. We've got some like massive macro stuff going on here. Yeah, so do come and check those out. We got the altcoins as well. Not so many charts in here lately. Callan with a big old swing trade on Tezos. I think that actually played out as well, so that's really nice. And yeah, I won't show you too much of the of course, if you do join the crew, you get these trading updates daily as well, from myself and the coaches, what we're looking at, key support, key resistance. So yeah, great, that's enough of that. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers, bye.